Altrincham 6, Farsley Celtic 0, the final score. Fantastic display by the Robins this evening. We're talking to assistant manager Neil Sorvel. Neil, massive disappointment on Saturday going out of the FA Cup, but right from the word go, it was a superb performance from the team this evening.
Yeah, it was. We spoke to the lads before the game, asked for a reaction. It was really disappointing Saturday to get knocked out the FA Cup. But we got the response we asked for tonight. Right from the word go, we were at it. Obviously, the way the opposition set up to defend and counter-attack, it's really important to get the first goal. We got that early, and then we just pushed on from there. Yeah, it was an outstanding performance.
We haven't been prolific from set pieces, but really good to see the first goal coming from a free kick. It was a bad foul in the first place. The lad could easily have got a red card, but great delivery from John Johnston. And the way Josh Hancock has created that space and a fine header to finish was brilliant to watch.
Yeah, it was. It's an area we asked the lads to try and exploit, try and get into that near post areas. And we did that for the goal, and also the one Tom Hannigan scored as well. I think Josh Amiss got in a good position across the near post as well, and Tom's followed that up and scored. So yeah, really pleased with that.
And the second goal was always going to be important, and there was a lot to admire in that goal too. Ben Harrison, who's had a terrific game with a real big contribution. Jordan Hume looked like he was fouled to me, but Tom Pearce, cool as you like, has sort of sidestepped the keeper and plonked it into the empty net.
Yeah, pleased for Pearsy. Like I say, he's had a few opportunities, been unlucky, a couple of marginal offside decisions, so he's up and running now, and it's nice to see all the front lads score today. The lads at the back have contributed as well, the way they've played out from the back and stepped in when needed. We knew Farsley weren't going to press us up the top of the pitch. They'd just fall in and defend as quickly as possible and get back into like a bank of 4 and then 5. So yeah, we moved the ball really well and we were able to break them down, and like I say, we pushed on from there. I think half time 2-0 is a tricky scoreline. We've seen that when we played Colville here. But again, delighted to keep a clean sheet as well, and they didn't really look at threat, and we reduced their opportunities, kept them to a minimum, and we still looked at threat going forward second half. Probably selfishly, we could have had double figures tonight, and that wouldn't have been an injustice if we'd scored 10 goals. I don't think.
Perhaps the obvious feature, if you were watching as a neutral today in the first half, was the performance of John Johnston, masterclass wing display, and then he settles down early in the second half with a fine goal to make it 3-0, which was a very important one because Adam Lakeland had sent his team out early. They obviously wanted to get back in the game.
Yeah, we expected a reaction from him. Like I said, 2-0 at half time is a tricky scoreline. At half time you're probably happy if you don't concede and you see the game out. Half time we said, let the front lads get, keep getting at them. Don't really need the full-backs to go and bomb on unless there's a real good opportunity to go and join in. Because the front three plus Josh Hancock were creating a lot of problems, and they continue to do that throughout the game. So yeah, nice for JJ to get off the mark. Like I say, all the front lads scored today. The only one, probably Josh Amiss, coming on, had a couple of chances. Would have been nice to see him get off and running.
Yeah, and the final 3 goals, all a little bit scrappy, but we'll take those every day of the week.
Yeah, because I think we're getting in a lot of good areas. A lot of teams are trying to get to the byline and get crosses in. Even Saturday we were getting to the byline and cutting in and running along the byline. It's a real dangerous position to get in. I don't think we've capitalised on that enough in recent weeks, but today, we did do. Put a lot of panic into their defence, as we've seen from Jordan Hume's goal. We're driving in along the byline, the lads panicked, the defender rushed his clearance, allowing Jordan to score. So yeah, pleasing to see us scoring from crosses today, because I don't think we've done that often enough this season so far.
And in terms of picking a man of the match was very, very difficult. Tom Hannigan, I believe, got it, but there were so many pluses all over the pitch. I mean, Tony Thompson's not had much to do, but 2-11, some fantastic displays. Yeah,
there was. Probably from our point of view, we were having a little laugh, saying a bit disappointed. We've scored 6 goals and one of the centre halves got man of the match. But no, hey, look, from 1-11, they were outstanding. The subs who came on as well contributed really well. I think we pressed the ball high up the pitch, put them under pressure, didn't allow them any time, and even at 4-5-6, the lads were still chasing, getting after them, and we're full of energy tonight. So it was really pleasing to see.
And after a little bit of a wobble at Workington and against Shildon, we're back on track, and all of a sudden the league table's looking a little bit more positive this evening.
Yeah, it is. It's just about getting up there and getting around them playoff spots and staying in there. It's about putting a consistent run together. Like I say, we'd won 4 on the spin, so it was disappointing to lose at Workington. Although with 10 men for the majority of the game, I thought we put in a creditable performance, to be honest. So obviously then Saturday was a disappointment, but the lads have bounced back tonight, and we'll go looking for the 3 points again Saturday in what's going to be another tough game against a competitive Grantham team.
Yes, and Grantham have lost at home tonight against Hales Owen, which is a bit of a shock, but they've had some very good results, and they've got a decent manager there, and they will be competitive, as you say.
They're full of energy. They're a difficult opposition. Probably looking at the league last year, they were one of the most improved sides. They started off really poor, but then they ended up nearly getting in the playoffs, and the manager's got them at it, and they're full of energy, and I'm sure they'll get after us. So it'll be a decent test on Saturday, and we need to be at the level or close to the level we've been at tonight to get anything out of that game.
And there were lots and lots of further positives. You mentioned the subs who came on, so players are coming back from injury now, and hopefully our injury worries are beginning to clear up. But also, we've achieved that fantastic performance and that superb result without James Poole.
Yeah, we have. It's been frustrating for us. I'm sure it's even more frustrating for Pooley. What's been happening? He's passing through these fitness tests, and then maybe not feeling quite right in the warm-up, feeling little bits of issues in his hamstring still. So it's disappointing, what's happened with him the last couple of weeks. He is going to be a key player for us, we know that, but when the boot's on the other foot, it's important that we can win games without him, which we have done today, which is really pleasing.
I know the forward play was what really grabbed the attention this evening, but Joel Benbalita at the back, I think we missed him Saturday, and he's put in a terrific display.
Yeah, he has. He's a strong physical boy. He's got the ability to go and drive forward. The lad he was up against, is a decent player, and he kept him really quiet. Obviously, still aspects for Joel to improve on that bit of play going forward, but he's a good lad. He's settling in well. We expect big things from him.
That's Neil Sorvel there, reflecting on the superb demolition of Farsley Celtic this evening. Final score once again, Altrincham 6, Farsley Celtic 0. We take on Grantham Town on Saturday here at the J Davidson Stadium. Kick-off 3 p.m.